Have you ever sat back and just wondered who made that blue sky that we under? All the different type of voices of thunder, send the rain and the shade in the summer. Thing put the moon so high. In the day make the sun pass by. Understanding of the birds how they fly. All things seem to connect like Wi-Fi. Whoa, wait, stop drinking. Now it's time for you to start thinking. All praise the Most High, not Satan. Glory and honor to Him, so stop hating. When we connect the dots, you see clearly. Have the faith and search diligently. Through Him, all things do consist. Without Him, none of us would exist. What?
Made woman and man, and all the trees and land. I am that I am.
The sky is so high above.
Who makes the sun and moon, and cause flowers to bloom. The great I am.
The sky is so high above.
If you think you can step up to His power, then you're ready, cause you about to get the power. All things are in His hands, moving at His command. All powerful.
The sky is so high above.
Without Him, none of us would exist. So praises to a higher name is so bliss. And if you took every God and wrote it down on a list, I don't know any God that's more greater than this. That's the first and the last. GPS, you're stressing, don't wreck your path. And I don't want to compare His words to Steve Nash, but it assists you, it keeps coming to pass. Which God will put His people on track after they disobeyed His words, turned their back and sent His Son to die so they could be intact? Cause when they went backwards on His word, they never went back. That was love, that was faith, that was patience, and that's the reason why we embrace Him. Oh, a higher, you so amazing, and these are the words that we sing when we praise Him.
And all the trees and land. I am that I am.
The sky is so high above.
Who makes the sun and moon.
Shalom, family, shalom.
The great I am. If you think you can step up to His power, then you're ready, cause you about to get the power. All things are in His hands, moving at His command. All powerful.
The sky is so high
When you look up in the sky, you ain't gotta wonder why it was made this way. It was all the Most High, and He sent His Son to die, cause the kingdom is a prize. So just dry your eyes, cause I know that sometimes it's hard to survive. Living this life where there is pain in your eyes, but you gon' get salvation, cause He made all creation. So He made us to survive.
Made woman and man, and all the trees and land.
Yes, family. Yes, family. Yes, family.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Welcome back to the Born of Levi experience, brothers and sisters. How you all doing? I am your host, Deacon Hazak, and we are here for yet another broadcast on a Thursday evening. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a good day or a good night. I hope everybody had a great week. You know, almost one more day to the Shabbat. One more day, man. And please do me a favor, if you are liking this broadcast, liking the stream, please hit that like button on your way in. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Help this channel out, and it's because of your help we are growing. And like I do every week, brothers and sisters, if I'm coming in nice and clear, please put a qualm in the chat for me, please. Yes, please put a qualm in. Yes, I see it. Thank you so much. Thank you for dropping the qualms in the chat. I'm coming in nice and clear. Video is clear. Sound is clear. Man, what a beautiful start to the show. Oh man, yes. You guys are actually in for a treat, okay? You guys already see the title of tonight's broadcast. It's called Guard the windows of your soul. What are the windows of your soul, you may ask? These right here, your eyes, your eyelids. They let in so much information, whether it could be good or evil, light or dark. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how Satan understands that's one of his greatest tools against us. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it, man. And man, listen, I'm just excited. I just want to get right into it. But please, brothers and sisters, continue to hit that like button, share the content with your friends and family as we go into this stream. I don't want to be too long-winded tonight, right? And I want to get right into it because I want you guys to get, there's not too much information. We'll play some videos and I'll open up the lines a little later and we'll have a conversation. I hope we can have a conversation, right? But yeah, y'all see the title of tonight's broadcast. It's titled, Guard the Windows to Your Soul, right? And we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this because, you know, our eyes is what we use every day to get around. And a lot of things are placed before us on a daily basis. And it's like when the Most High opens up your eyes to receive the knowledge and information of the truth and you trying to live the right way, it's like you become exposed to like, yo, look at all of the stuff that we got to deal with on a day-to-day basis just to walk that straight and narrow path. But it's not hard. Some people don't even try. Some people will rather say, you know what, this is too hard. I'm just going to go back into the world and just rock themselves to sleep. And there's some of us who's willing to fight. So my job is to arm all of us, each and every one of us, with the tools that we're gonna need to fight this fight. Because unbeknownst to us, this war has been waged against us without us even knowing, from the womb. And matter of fact, even before the womb, I'm talking about from the very, very beginning, with our foremother and our forefather, Adam and Eve. And a lot of us know that story. A lot of us understand what took place in that garden. And I'm gonna actually read the fall. I'm gonna read it. And I want you guys to really pay attention. From that point on, that would be the tool that Satan would use to entice mankind. Right? I'm telling y'all, it's right in our faces. And it's to the point where our children are being affected. The youth is being affected. Man, everybody's being affected. But I like to pinpoint on this broadcast or on this channel is the war that's been placed on the next generation. And I'm telling you, the next generation, they have it actually harder than us, right? Because, like I said, they were born with technology right in their laps. Like my generation, we're like the pioneers of the beginning of the age of technology, right? We had the best of both worlds. We had analog TVs and we had flat screen smart TVs, right? we had the beepers and not just the beepers, but the telephone poles, or the telephones in the street where you could just pay 25 cents and make a phone call. And we also have cell phones. So we know both sides of this era. But this new generation, they only know one side. They only know technology. And my fear is them not being able to manage when technology is no longer here. And I don't want to do a spoiler alert. Nah, I'm going to do a spoiler alert. I'm sorry. If you guys haven't checked out on Netflix that movie called Leave the World Behind, how many of y'all seen it already? I got to find out. I got to find out. How many of y'all seen that movie? Leave the World Behind. Okay, I got some cons. I got yes. I got thumbs up. Okay. All right. Yeah, dang, everybody's seen that. Okay, we all did. Okay, I guess so, man. Yeah, man, Yasharala don't miss nothing, man. All right, so we all seen the movie, and if you haven't seen it, please, brothers and sisters, go and check it out. Right? It's titled "Leave the World Behind." Right, on Netflix with the actor. What's her name? Was it Julia Roberts? And some other characters, but they, they're known people, right? But that movie, man, very telling. And how convenient that movie takes place and is based in where? Good old Babylon, the heart of Babylon, New York City, right? Very telling, that movie, man. So you guys need to go and check it out, okay? And I'm just gonna put this part out. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but there was a little girl in the movie, and she couldn't cope with not being able to finish the rest of her series. She was watching a TV series called Friends. A lot of us know about Friends, and she was, I guess, at the last episode, and she was having a hard time coping with not being able to stream it because, mind you, everything was down. Right, and it was basically depicting the beginning, the beginning of the fallout or the collapse of a society through what? Through a so-called cyber attack. Right, and listen, man, they don't call these things predictive programming for no reason, man. Right, I'm noticing a lot of these shows, a lot of these TV series, they be knowing stuff before it happens. And one of the key shows for doing that is The Simpsons, a cartoon. Who would have thought, right? But listen, I'm no expert. So y'all need to go and see that movie, and maybe we could talk about it at a later time. But today's show, we're going to talk about guarding the windows of your soul, your eyes, right? And like I said in the beginning, right, our eyes, or which we know, or the world calls it the windows into our souls, is one of Satan's greatest tools against us. Can you imagine? Something that's part of us is being used against us. And how is it being used against us? Right? Is being used against us the same way how it was used against our mother Eve. Right? So look, I could read it better than I can explain it. So let me put it up on the screen. I'm gonna bring you here first to set the stage of where I'm going with this, right? So we're going to, of course, the very book in the beginning of the scriptures in the Bible, right? Genesis. We're in Genesis chapter 3. And I'm gonna take it at verse 1. And there was something, of course, I don't think that we overlooked it, but I'm gonna put it in a way where it would make sense to this day and age. Right? How Satan is using the same technique, is no different from the technique that he used on Eve, but he's using it through technology. And what is that? Advertising. Putting things right in your face. Putting images everywhere. And I mentioned this. I didn't mention this on the stream, but I was having a conversation with someone, and I know in your city as well too, you guys see a whole bunch of Apple iPhone advertisements all over the city, or whatever city you from. Even if you don't see it on your city, you go on YouTube, whatever the case is, there's an advertisement for the new iPhone. And I was saying advertisements, right, for the iPhones it's just an advertisement. It's just a picture of a phone. But that one picture is used to generate millions of dollars for that company. Just a picture, a simple picture. Right? They always take pictures of it where you just see the angle of it. You can't see the full phone. It just be like the corner of the phone. And it'd be like iPhone 15. But when you look at the last advertisement from last year, it's the same dang corner picture. iPhone 14. And it's like, dang, it make you feel like, dang, I gotta have it because it's the newest thing. And the thing is, you're seeing it everywhere. You're seeing it so much. And that's the thing about the human mind. Once you put something in there, it's almost hard to get it out of your mind, depending on the kind of person you are. Right? So, yeah, y'all laughing, but listen, just take a look at it. Just when you go see an advertisement for the app for the iPhone, it be the corner of the phone, like it'd be like the piece of the phone right here. You don't see nothing else, but you just see the corner. iPhone in big letters, and you be like, you know what? I need that. I need that phone. I need it. But that's the power of advertisement. It's all an illusion. Everything is an illusion. I seen a post on Instagram that had me on the floor rolling. And mind you, and this is no knock against iPhones, because I'm an iPhone user. Like, my whole ecosystem is actually Apple. So I prefer to use that type of hardware to do the work that I do, right? I'm a big fan of this stuff. But their advertisement is sorcery. And I don't know if I could find that video. If I could find it before tonight's over, I'm going to play that video. But their advertisement is sorcery. Every year in their keynote speech, they say the same dang thing. And this is by far the best iPhone we have made to date. Fast forward to the next year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest iPhone that we have created to date. You fast forward to the next year, they say the same dang words. By far, greatest ever. And when you get the phone, the only thing that looks different is the camera. And then over time, the camera just starts looking crazy because they send updates to your phone that actually, y'all probably didn't know that. When y'all be updating your phone, every time there's an update, they tweak the settings in your phone internally, and you can't figure out how come this thing is so slow now, because they're getting ready for the new ones. Because you gotta buy the new one. Remember the advertisement of the corner of the iPhone that you seen outside. That's the one you got to get. So it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Understanding that the human mind is always curious, and Satan understood that. Satan used, one, how vulnerable Eve was, being away from her head, which was Adam, and two, how gullible she was, and inquisitive, and that's what I said in the beginning, right? When you put something in your mind, or if you just look at something, you're gonna be curious to continue looking at it, or find ways to look it up, or whatever the case is. So you got to be very careful on what you let in, right? Especially if someone is at work and they laughing at something, and they're like, hey, yo, take a look at this. And they watching some crazy joint. Now you've seen something, and now you can't get that image out of your mind. You got to be very careful, right? So Satan understood this. He understood that as flesh, as man, all you have to do is just put the idea out there. Put the image in your face. And then you'll self-destruct. And this is the reason why the Most High had to put rules on the earth. The rules and the commandments didn't start with Moses. Nor did it start with Abraham and Noah. It started right there in the garden with Adam and Eve. First command he said, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. Then he said, The tree that's in the midst of the garden, thou shalt not surely eat of it, because in the day you eat of it, thou shalt surely die. That's another command. So rules were put in place to keep mankind safe. So now I still don't understand for the life of me why people are so against the laws of God. It's like when you bring up the laws of God, people look at you like, yo, that's done away with. But then yet they'll hop in their car, drive up the block to a red light and stop because it's the law. I don't understand. Right? So we gotta really put things into proper perspective. Right? And as mankind, as human beings, we like to make mistakes for things, not make mistakes, excuse me. We like to make excuses for doing things that pleases us, instead of doing what we know is right. So I'm going to go here. I'm in Genesis chapter 3, verse 1, and we're going to read down to 7. So I want you guys to see this. I know we all read this before, and I want you to understand, but I want you to see that what Satan actually did here, he used what's called the art of advertisement. Okay? That's where advertising came from. This is the first advertisement ever created or ever known to man. This is the earliest form of advertisement. And an advertisement has been used for as long as we've known to destroy us. Advertisement is used to get us to spend money that we don't have. And speaking of spending money that we don't have, we're in that time of year right now where what was this? Christmas? Where people are going to spend all the money that they have to make their children happy. But in actuality, is it really for your children? Be honest with yourself. Because your children wouldn't want Christmas if you never gave it to them. Like, my children don't come to me and ask me, Daddy, what am I getting? What are you getting me for Christmas? My children don't do that. Because you know why? Because I didn't give them Christmas. I actually taught them that Christmas is wrong. I had to tell my son the other day, I asked him a question. I'm like, yo, so what do you say to people? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go to the scripture. I don't know. I'm going on the rant. I'm sorry. I asked my son the other day while I was picking him up from an after school program, and I said, because I said, I was like, so Niam, what do you tell people if somebody tells you Merry Christmas? And then he says no, thank you. Because before, when he was younger than he was now, and he was like, I would say like 3 or 4, he would flat out tell people Christmas is evil. So I had to correct him, because it is evil, but you can't just come out and just tell people that. And that's the innocence of children. And it goes to show, whatever you put in a child's mind, they're gonna repeat it. Because I just tell them Christmas is evil. We don't celebrate it. So people would tell him when he was a little bit younger, like 3 or 4. They will say, hey, Merry Christmas, little guy. He's like, Christmas is evil. And I'm standing there like, dang. They looking at me like, what are you teaching this kid, right? But so now he's getting older. He's 9 now. So I asked him, what do you tell people when people tell you Merry Christmas? He says, no, thank you. And I said, here's a better way to address them. And he said, what's that? And I said, if somebody comes to you and tells you Merry Christmas, you tell them, have a blessed day, or bless you. And he says, okay, Daddy. So that's the even better way than rather just coming out and saying, Christmas is evil, you're going to hell, right? Because we're not radicals anymore, right? We're not radicals. So we got to teach our children not to be like us, like how we were radical when we first got this truth. So, I told him to tell people, have a blessed day. And that's, like I said, the impressionable minds of children. This is why we got to cultivate the minds of our children and our teens. All you got to, and it just starts with a simple conversation. That's all you got to do. You got to have a conversation with your children. You can't just be screaming at them all the time and expect them to know. We got to conversate. But let's get back to what I was saying. Genesis 3. The very first advertisement known to man. So it says here, now the serpent was more subtle. See, he was a sneaky person. I wouldn't say person. Well, person is an entity. So it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So now what did he do? He put something in her mind that was never even that she wasn't even thinking about. And that's exactly what advertisements do. You were not thinking about getting those new pair of sneakers until you seen a advertisement for it. You did not need to get a new, you know what I'm saying? You didn't need to get a new bike, but you seen an advertisement for a bike, and now you want a new bike. So the same thing. He put something in her mind that she wasn't even thinking about. And verse 2, it says, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the right? But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So, quite frankly, she knew that there was a command to keep her safe. Now let's see how he continued to advertise her. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. It's like an advertisement. You don't need that new phone, but you've seen the corner of the new iPhone all the time, every day. And he's like, you know what? And you find you're looking at your phone that you got right now, and you're saying to yourself, you know, I think I do need a new phone. Now you're convincing yourself that there's a problem with the one that you have right now. Don't we do that? I know I'm not the only one. So he's advertising her, right? Verse 5. And listen to his sales pitch. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So now he put another thought in her head that was never even there. I can be a god. Matter of fact, what's good and evil? I don't even know what that is. See? What part of advertisement is this? Enticing. He'll entice you. All right? Verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food. So now you see what it says? It says when the woman saw the windows of her soul, her eyes, she actually looked at it. And that image, she couldn't get the image out of her mind. She said, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, so all she had to do was look at it. Like, I'm pretty sure she looked at it before and paid it no mind. But you know what sold her? The advertisement. He painted the picture so beautiful. Now she's looking at it with a different lens now. And this is exactly the same thing that we go through every day. Right? The car that you're driving right now is perfectly fine, but then you see that new commercial of the newest version to your car. Right? The guy got on shades and he's just sitting back, and it's like the scenery is just so peaceful, and leaves is falling. He's just driving through it. Oh, I gotta get that. I need that. And all they did with the newest model was just put a new button in there. Yo, I don't got that button in my car. I think I need that button. You don't need that button. What does it do? I don't know, but I think I need it. That's what advertisement do. So now she's looking at what she's already seen with a different lens. Like, yo, that joint do look good. Like, matter of fact, let me look up a little closer. I never looked at it like that. I never seen it like this. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, see? Now you see, it says now she saw it for what it was now. She said, it said, and that it was pleasant to the eyes. See that? We got to be very careful. Pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. Now, she have the understanding that if I eat this, I will know just like how God knows. But she didn't, somebody put that in her mind. That was the advertisement. Who did that? Right? She took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also to her husband with her, and he did eat. And what it says here, and and the eyes of them both were open. And I want to change. I'm gonna say, and the windows of their soul were opened, and they knew that they were naked. Right? And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. So there we have it. We see the very first advertisement ever made to man. Right? So she, with her eyes, seen that the fruit, something that she's seen all the time. She walked past the tree. I know she walked past the tree every day. But now all of a sudden, she's looking at the tree differently now because it was sold to her differently. And it's something that triggered in her mind. And there's something that we all have, which is called dopamine. The dopamine sensors in her mind was being flooded with so much, like, oh my goodness, this is pleasant. This feels good. This smells good. It looks good. And then when she finally said, oh my gosh, it even tastes good. So he released a part of her mind that was able to release more of the dopamine sensation in her mind. And that's still being done to this day with what we look at, with what we see, the advertisement we see, the movies we watch, right? The magazines we probably look at, people we see, things that we're just looking around all the time. And all it takes is a sales pitch, and then they got you. Right? So let me play this. I want to play this video. So I want you to, and I want you guys to see this too. When it comes to social media, when it comes to these platforms, these app creators, these engineers, right? They figured out a way on how to increase one's dopamine sensors, or how to attract or how to sell someone through apps, especially through social media. And right now we live in a time where people are more so vain. This is the time that we're living in, where the scripture tells us that men will be lovers of themselves. So Satan understands that as men, as mankind, we're like, there's something in us that was placed in us from Eve eating that fruit that's embedded in us all. The pride of life, the lust of the flesh, right? So let me play this video. So you guys, we could get some understanding. So look at this.
My name is Diana. I'm a journalist, author, and TV presenter. Like the rest of us, I'm part of the online generation, and I've seen a massive...
See, like the rest of us, I'm part of that online generation. So if we were all paying attention, she's what? What generation is she? Gen Z? Gen Y? That online generation, because our generation, or in the generation prior to us, was not an online generation. Right? We didn't have devices that we carried around all day and was able to connect to the rest of the world. We had to actually go back home, log into a computer if you had dial-up, and wait to connect to the rest of the world. So this is why I say our generation and generation before us, we have best of both worlds. Well, the generation behind us, all they know is this. It's crazy. Can you imagine just all you know is this, not knowing life before technology and online stuff? Where you could actually have a real conversation with somebody face to face instead of having to text them. Some people can't have a conversation, and you'll be standing right there in front of them, and you're asking them, is everything okay? And they'll look at you in your face, yeah, everything is fine. And then when you leave, you get a 2-page text. Well, this is how I really was feeling, and this is what you really made me think. And bro, I was standing right here, right next to you. You could have told me all of this instead of texting me 3 pages. But this is the world we live in.
Massive change in my lifetime. One moment social media wasn't even a thing, and then all of a sudden it's become everything.
We live in an age where tech companies employ psychologists to make these apps even more addictive.
You see, these tech companies, they pay psychologists. Psychologists are on payroll on how to make these programs or these apps more addictive. Selling you through your eyes. Same technique Satan used against Eve, but it's being used every day.
Rebecca Meacham knows a lot about this. Her job is running the social media channels for Glasgow Caledonian University.
How do you use social media for your personal use?
I mostly use it for just posting photos, updating my friends and family on what I'm doing.
Say you do post.
And what's so crazy is here we are, we using these apps not knowing that someone paid big money for you to use that app. we just using these things thinking like, all right, it's cool, it's fun. Not knowing that somebody paid big money to attract you to that app. That's sorcery.
Post a selfie of yourself, or doesn't even have to be a selfie, a photo that someone else took.
Yeah.
And you don't get a lot of interaction, likes or comments. Does that bug you? Like, honestly, because I think it bugs all of us deep down.
I think deep down, everyone, if they don't get a lot of likes on your photo, you'll think, why? If someone's put a photo on, one of my best friends, and they've asked me, why have you not liked my photo? I'll say, well, why do you need me to? Like, I'm your friend.
Yo, that's so crazy. These psychologists, they must be taking the elevator to like the 3rd or 4th level of to hell, and sitting down with Satan himself and asking him, how can we get the way you got Eve? Can you teach us how to do that on a wide scale? He's like, sure. Yeah, just create an app and then put a little heart there and have people hit it. This is gonna get them. Are you sure? Trust me. And just a little heart there, right? You just hit that heart. And you like, dang, wow, somebody liked it. And here she is, she's saying that people do feel away when they don't get certain likes. It's okay, right?
I'm telling you right now, you look good. Like, that's a nice photo, but I did not feel the urge to double tap. Like, is that a problem?
Now, just like the rest of us, I have to admit I do get a certain kick when I post something on social media and it gets a good number of likes. However, to be quite honest, I'm not so sure how healthy it is to be transfixed by these numbers.
Kumba Dauda runs 2 very successful online businesses, but she's got strict rules in place to make sure her online world doesn't take over her real life world.
And you see, there's some people out there who cannot make the difference between social media and real life. Like, people cannot make the difference. And some people will confuse or would create a whole different life on social media. And when you meet them in person, they are nothing like the life that you've seen created on that app. Like, some of these people, you would think they're the richest people. They're always having fun. They're always on vacation somewhere. But then their real life is nothing like that. Like, this is why I said it's all an illusion. It's an illusion to make you feel like you're somebody that you're not.
Social media, it's like a double-edged sword. It can take over your life if you let it. It's easy to be addicted to likes. I see so many people that are like, they'll post on Instagram and then they'll be checking. But I try to avoid doing that at all costs. The tip for kind of, if you do feel like you're constantly checking your phone after you post, is to really just put your phone away and focus on another task.
From now on, I'll be much more aware of the time I...
Yeah, because I understand. I know it does something to people's minds. It's the thrill or the excitement of knowing that somebody else likes what I did. It's like, good job. You get the pat on the back type of sensation. But do you really need that? Is it really like, is your message really being heard, or you just want the likes? Because that to me, that's what these platforms should be used for, to get your message, whatever message that you have, get it across to people. And if your message is well received, people are going to like it. So, and that's the thing, you should never do things for the likes of other people. And I said this a while back, and I'm going to say it again. None of us should be living to please man or to please a person. You're doing certain things or doing certain acts because you want someone to like you better. I mean, it's okay to be likable, but you shouldn't do things with the focus to say, okay, people are gonna like me if I wear this, or if I say this, people are gonna like me more. Your concern should be, does the Most High like me? Forget about people. Forget about complete strangers that you hardly even know. Your focus should be, okay, is the Most High pleased with what I'm doing right, what I'm posting right now? Is the Most High pleased with that? Would the Most High hit the heart button from what I'm posting right now?
I spend checking out my social media sites. Although to be honest, some habits are hard to break. I'm going to share my research with Rebecca and Rosalind.
But I'm going to put it out there and say that we're all a little bit addicted to our social media. Yeah, whether it's for work purposes or for our own personal pleasure. Like, you run 3 Instagram accounts. Yeah. That's a lot of interacting with your social media.
All right. That's enough. So here it is. They're showing how addictive these platforms are. And that's that's for adults, and these are adults that's speaking right now. These are not even children. These are, like, I would say these are young adults. I'll give these sisters in their early 20s. So now, can you imagine what it's doing to the teens? Can you imagine what it's doing to teens? Right? Because teens and children, and I'm gonna say this right now, your child, if under 13, should not have an Instagram account unless you're allowing them to sell something or whatever the case is. I don't even think they should even have TikTok either. None of those things. Because I'm telling you, what you parents probably don't understand is algorithms. Algorithms and suggested content. And I'm gonna and y'all think all I'm gonna do is show videos. I'm gonna actually show you guys. I'm gonna play a game, right? Roblox. We're gonna go into that. Yeah, parents. If your children is listening to this, they're probably gonna hate me after this. Roblox. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna show y'all something, and I'm gonna explain to y'all what I seen on that thing. And I'm like, yo, and I kept seeing. I'm like, yo, this is not for kids, bro. This can't be for children. This can't be for children, right? I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna have some fun, okay? But let me show y'all this video now. Not this one. Where is it? Come on, did I lose it? 1, 2. Let me show y'all this video, right? So that's we seen these how an advertisement or the use of something that we're using to look at could be so addictive to a regular to a person, right? So now let me show y'all this. Now I want to show y'all this. Where is this video? All right, right here. Let me show y'all this video. So now, we see how a mere app could be used to just get people to interact with it and to be obsessed with it. And she explains how these companies pay millions of dollars to psychologists to get you or to find out ways on how can they make their apps more and more addictive. Do you guys think that that's the same thing with video games? Of course. Look, let me show y'all this video. I'm going to show y'all a couple of videos.
Your social media feeds lately? Perhaps you've seen videos like this appear in your social media feeds lately? The concept is pretty simple. Parents prank their kids by unplugging the child's video game console in the middle of gameplay, and the reactions are viral gold. No one likes to be forced to stop having fun, but something different is happening here. If you were to take away a child's books or Legos, you're not likely...
You seen his face? His face was like, yo, what are you doing? Then he had to realize, like, yo, this is my dad or my mom. Look at his face. Look how it just changes. Like he's about to just pop off on his parent, and then he had to, okay, let me calm down. This is my mom or my dad right now. And he started gave it like a broken smile. That's crazy.
To take away a child's books or
Look at his face
Legos,
change.
You're not likely to get a reaction like this.
Oh!
So what's going on here?
You see?
Why are
You see? That's what he just did. You see? That's when I would have took the game and broke it. I would have took the game and I would have broke it. And I would have made him clean it up and throw it outside in the garbage. Are you crazy?
these meltdowns so dramatic?
Look at this.
I've treated a number of children over years who struggle with problematic video game behaviors. I think one of the most important things to keep in mind is that the child will be able to tell you, I'm trying to not do this, but I can't stop. And I can't get myself to stop. I don't want to behave this way, but I'm struggling.
Why did you do that? That was my game to get into the Overwatch League. You literally just...
According to Dr. Milham, these reactions aren't necessarily because of an addiction to gaming. Instead, what we witness in these videos are children who are victims of their own biology.
Being able to tolerate the feeling of frustration or that moment of sadness when you decide, I'm not going to continue doing this, that is crucial.
One of the reasons the children in these videos find it so hard to control themselves is because they don't yet have a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
And I don't know if you guys remember, we spoke about that. So they're attributing this behavior to them not having a frontal lobe that's or their cortex is not fully developed. And from what I've researched, that doesn't get fully developed until a child is between the age, I'll say, or a young adult. I wouldn't say a child. Is between the age of 26 but fully developed at 30. That's when it's fully developed. Where reasoning lies. Children don't have they don't understand how to reason. This is why we must teach them. You have to get in front of whatever issue that you may see your child going through. You have to get in front of it and help them reason that out. Because if you let it stay like that, then that's how they become menaces to society. If you don't get in front of an issue, don't write it off. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. yeah, he's a kid. It's just he's a baby. No, you growing a demon if you don't fix that.
The prefrontal cortex is a key component in the brain that's involved in helping us to control impulses and urges. When you have something like the video game being turned off suddenly, the child is faced with having to feel those negative emotions.
Another factor is dopamine, which is often referred to as the brain's pleasure chemical, because it's associated with feelings of euphoria, motivation, and concentration.
Dopamine is a key component of regulating reward mechanisms in the brain. The stimulation we receive from playing a video game impacts the same pathways that are present when one is becoming intoxicated with a substance. So it's no surprise that many of the behaviors and reactions that we see for a child who's struggling with having this sudden stop brought about in their video game playing has analogs to someone who is being asked to stop usage of a substance.
Let's say a child is about to eat a piece of candy. The anticipation of eating that candy gives the child a spike of dopamine. Then their parent yanks that candy away from them. That action will cause a drop in dopamine, which will upset the child. Video game designers have gotten remarkably adept at keeping gamers entranced with a steady source of intermittent rewards. More rewards means a constant stream of dopamine released into the brain throughout gameplay. So when a parent pulls the plug on a child's video game, there's an even more powerful effect.
Video games are inherently designed to be stimulating and exciting and to draw us in, and that to some degree is a healthy phenomenon. It's just that for some it's more difficult to control than for others. Is the video game somehow impairing their ability to function in the home, at school, or with other children? If we're not seeing any problematic behaviors and it's just concern about the frequency, then I think we can work on just trying to bring the frequency down.
So we see how video games is used to stimulate children, and they don't understand. And like they were saying, they don't understand how to regulate impulses, right? You see a child, all they just hyper running around because they're acting out all of the things that they're seeing in their mind, and to them, their imagination is being brought to life. But you have to know how to correct that in your child as well too. You can't just allow your child to be crazy. I'm not saying not to let them be creative, but when you see that their impulses is becoming negative, where like that one example of that kid, he looked at his parent and then smacked the phone out of, like, what? Are you kidding me? I could have never done something like that growing up. I'd be on a milk carton. Are you kidding me? This new generation of children, they don't understand. They don't have no fear. Proverbs 22:15, it says, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. These are wise words. Very wise words. Because that's one thing about children. The foolishness will be in the heart of the child. Because why? They're not mentally developed yet. They're children. They're learning. And now that we've learned, right, that the area of their brain, which is called reasoning, hasn't even fully developed yet. So they're gonna act out and think that the characters that they're witnessing on the screen is real. They believe that they could fly. I seen a video of a toddler jump from the top flight steps of his house and just crash, boom. And the father looked at him and said, "Don't you ever do nothing like that again." All right. He had a towel around his neck. He just jumped because he in his brain, in his mind, he thought that he could fly. Like, father looked at him and said, "Don't you ever do that again. Don't lose yourself in here." Right? So we got to be able to correct our children, because if we don't, other games will and other things will influence them. Which brings me to this. Look at this, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all the story behind this and why I went into this.
This is Roblox, the wildly popular
Fair
online
use.
platform with more than 43 million daily.
This is just fair use. I'm just using this for educational purposes only. That's it. Right? Just trying to show some education on this and try to educate our people on how can we maneuver in such a way that we can heal our community. Fair use.
Daily users who both play and create games on their own. And while its bright colors and block-like avatars may appear kid-friendly, some users, like 17-year-old Brianna Toms, say Roblox can be anything but child's play.
It looked like a bedroom that I joined into, and then I saw morphs on the sides, and then it said like male and female, and then as soon as I clicked on like female, it had like their like chests and stuff, but they're naked.
What do you think about?
And this is supposed to be a child's game. If y'all ever thought about it, this is a game created for children. Do y'all see the characters? Block characters. So basically, this Roblox game, it was created. The creator of the game created this particular gaming platform for children to want to develop their own game. So basically getting children involved in coding. So this game was created to encourage children to start building softwares, gaming softwares, and code. But that's what it was intended for. But it didn't end up being just that. And that's the thing. Roblox is an open source platform. And for those of you guys who don't know what open source meaning it's an open program where anybody who has the codes can go in and create on that platform. It's open source. So the creators, they may have had good intentions and like, you know what, we want children to actually use this platform to create very nice and positive games for other children. But guess what? Weirdos and freaks got their hands on that same platform and are creating wild stuff for children to play. It's crazy.
These types of spaces existing within where you just like to play games.
It's gross because, you know, little kids can stumble upon it, and I don't think any parent wants to have that conversation when their kid's like 5, 6 years old.
Brianna is describing the first time she accidentally stumbled into a strip club on Roblox.
What?
Or what's called a condo game or
What?
scented game. These are user-created, X-rated digital experiences where players can remove their avatar's clothes, make them simulate lewd acts, and even accessorize them with adult toys.
And I'm going to tell y'all right now, a child did not create that server for other children to go to. A grown person created that. On a children's game, mind you. A sick, twisted person created that. Like, how sick and twisted could you be to create that on a game where the characters look like this?
Brianna says she found the game
Look
through
at the
a
characters.
third-party chat platform for gamers and immediately told her.
Why would you create something where the characters look like Lego blocks? You have to be very demented, highly possessed to do something like that.
Her mother about what she saw.
What was your first reaction?
I was appalled. I couldn't believe it.
According to its community standards, Roblox does not allow sexual content or activity of any kind. And it doesn't believe condo games are widespread because of its stringent safety system in place to help monitor the platform. In a statement to NBC News, Roblox says, in part, on the rare instances where we find or are pointed to people or content that violate our rules, our moderators swiftly remove it and take other strong actions. It is misleading to suggest such isolated instances reflect the family-friendly Roblox experience. While most condo games disappear just as quickly as they appear, experts consider each one a battle in Roblox's long-running shadow war against technology.
This is basically a game of whack-a-mole, whereby every single time they try to take down one or two different games, 12 to 20 get popped back up within a matter of minutes.
Jeff Haynes, who serves as senior editor of video games at Common Sense Media, says developers constantly find new ways to bypass Roblox's moderation system, potentially exposing kids to predators who offer online currency that's part of Roblox.
Kids who are playing Roblox want Robux. With the offer there, potential a predator saying, hey, I'll give you Robux for XYZ, or if you come into this game, you can earn Robux. Is that a concern for parents?
Absolutely. There are plenty of reports where predators have offered kids Robux to check out a game, check out this site.
Roblox says it has zero tolerance for predatory behavior, adding, quote, we specifically monitor for and block chat behavior that indicates an attempt to bring a player off our platform.
So the creators are doing their best to try to, filter out these misfits. But what they're actually doing is still creating these servers, but titling it differently, and you won't know until you go into the game. And this is what's happening in these children video games that we have no clue. Right? And in my mind, I'm like, yo, why would you create this and children are playing on it? Revelations 18 and 2. And it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of what? Devils. Yep. This place is the habitation of devils, deceivers. Children can't even play a regular, harmless, innocent game anymore without them being coerced into some freak party. It's not fair. And as parents, we really got to monitor what these kids are playing or what they're watching. We got to help guard the windows of their soul. And has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit. This is where we at. And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And that ties into the hateful birds, that ties into the different nations. Okay? So this place is the habitation of devils. A lot of unclean spirits are operating through people to create things like this.
Still, condo games might be easier to find than you'd think. 17-year-olds Alex and David, who asked us not to use their last names, fearing for their safety, run a popular Twitter account which reports the latest Roblox news to its nearly 250,000 followers. They say other accounts on social media lay out roadmaps to these dark corners.
There will generally be these short, quick, snappy videos that get your attention. They'll be like, oh, join this game at this link, and it will be hidden under a different name.
Pretty much just masking the name and looks of it just to fool the moderation system. So Roblox will take longer to find the needle in the haystack.
You see?
Brianna even showed us just how quickly she could find a condo game, again using a third-party chat platform.
You can like morph into like boobs and other parts. See him get followed around by one of them.
Oh wow.
Two of them.
Much of this game too inappropriate for us to show.
Yeah, it's not.
And my thing is like, for you to create an explicit game where the characters look like this, what is in your mind? It's crazy. It is crazy. So I might as well just show this one too. Look at this one. Look at this one. So y'all may think that a game like this is just, explicit with nudity and stuff like that, and just weird stuff, right? So and these are weirdos who's creating servers like this for children. What about Satanists? Y'all think Satanists got their hands on Roblox and created servers for Satanists, and your children is running into Satanist parties and nah? All right. So this is an actual server. Somebody created a server in Roblox called Roblox Satanic Church. Like what? Satanists are getting more clever. It's a satanic church. Somebody took the time and built this server. Look at it. So I guess he's showing where it is. So yeah. So now, what led me to go into to go into this, right? Because I have two sons, right? So my 5-year-old started playing this Roblox thing, right? So I'm like, all right, it's Roblox. It's block characters. Right? There's no harm here, right? It can't be that bad. So, he's playing it from time to time, and I'm hearing like weird stuff in the background. I'm like, why it sounds like that? Like, what kind of game is that? Hold on real quick. I gotta pull this up. Hold on. So I'm like, why does it sound like that? Why is it so weird? Right? Hold on. 1 second. What's wrong with this screen? Right? So I'm like, nah, something ain't right with this with this game. I'm sorry, hold on. All right, yeah. So I'm like, something ain't right with this game. So one day, and this is earlier this week too. So he's always playing it, and I'm hearing him like jumping, like as if he's getting scared, like something is like scaring him. He's like, oh, and he's like going back and laughing and playing, and I'm like, what the heck is this guy playing? So I look at the screen at the tablet. I actually take it from him, and then I start playing. I'm like, yo, what is this? And then because I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, what is that on the floor? There was a pentagram on the floor, and I'm like, yo, what is this? Why is there a pentagram on the floor? And I'm like, this is supposed to be a children's game. So I'm trying to find, and the thing about the thing about Roblox, because it's open source, you can't like block servers. Like you can't put, like, how on YouTube you could put don't suggest. You can't do that on Roblox. So I told my wife, I'm like, yo, delete that thing. He's not playing that no more. Delete it. He's too young to be exposed to stuff like this. So we Roblox is deleted. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show y'all Roblox. I deleted it off of his tablet, but I downloaded it on my computer. And I want to show y'all. And the thing is, and mind you, according to Roblox, children who's under the age of 13, they're not supposed to suggest like, you know, anything explicit or anything that's like weird to children. But here it is. They still was doing it with my son. So I'm gonna sign in, right? Let's do this together. So this was his name. So let me sign in. Let me show y'all Roblox. What's the password? Let me sign in. So now, this is Roblox. And I don't even know how he have 2 friends. It's probably other children, because look at the names. EKKFMRKKR. That's not even a real name. So I don't even know what. So now look at the image on this thing. Hungry Tubbies. Barry's Prison Run. And this is being suggested to children. Look at this. Life Together. But look at the image. Look at the image right here of this game. Look at this one. Scary Elevator. Matter of fact, let's go into this one first. So I'm gonna attempt to play this game. I mean, let me find the controls. Okay. So this is how you thing. This is how you offer. Okay. So this is like I said, this is an open source platform. Welcome to Life Together. This is a message app. Okay, so this game doesn't look too harmless, right? I don't think it's harmless. Just walking around some city. But who knows? Who knows? If you keep walking around, you probably might find something. Keep safe, bank. And you know, a lot of these weirdos, what they do is within these servers, there's probably like secret rooms. If you walk into the wrong room, you probably could find something crazy going on. And you know, and the thing is, your child could be playing around in this server, like I'm doing right now. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just walking around in this server, playing around, and guess what? Kids will be on this for hours on end. Snap received. So let me see how I could find. Let me see what they're sending me. And click on this phone and look at this. They even put a phone app in the game. So now let's see snap blocks. I got a message too. So I got a message from JJ. Oh, there's no message here. So I don't know. This is Snap. Oh my God, they made it where you could take selfies of yourself. This is what they're doing with these children games, right? So right now, this game seems harmless. Right? This game seems harmless. But I'm pretty sure, you know, if your child is on this, like, let's say if there was like a secret room somewhere and your child was just in this server, just walking around all day for hours, they probably would stumble upon a secret room in this server because it looks harmless to me. Right? Got block characters. He's going into the market to see what's going on in the market. Right? So let me leave this server. How do you even leave? So that one don't look crazy, right? Let's look at this one. This one is called Scary Elevator. And look, it says ages 9+. Right? Listen to the sounds. Like, this is not something that children should be playing. Like, do you hear the sounds? So let's go in here. See images of ghosts, of like skulls. And this is what attracts the children. The sounds. Like I don't even event killers. I don't even know what Krampus, which is some kind of Christmas demon. And you see the words there, evil Santa. Like, listen to how eerie the sound sounds. Can y'all hear this? Enter the elevator. Killer selected. Like, why is a child playing a game that says this? Killer selected? Nah, this is crazy. Now they got some vortex in the background. So now you're in some weird world now. Jeff the Killer, and so that thing just goes around killing people. Right? I'll leave this game. And these are the games that my son was playing. Right? Hungry Skid, I don't even know what that is. Skid Toilet, I don't what? This one. I think this is the game that he was playing. This one is called Insane Elevator Testing. I want to find, I don't know, I didn't take the name down of the one that he was playing where the pentagram was on the floor. SCP games and SCP monsters. Why is a child playing this? Like why are they putting these images in children's mind? Kill and survive Barrys, and they're using words like kill and like these crazy words. Last Order. So let me see this. And look how evil this thing looks. And children is playing this. So let me see if I can walk around in this thing. And look, this is a whole bunch of children just playing this thing. It's a whole bunch of children just in here playing this. Let's see. It's just like, I don't even know what's going on, honestly. I don't even know. I wanted to show y'all that server my son was playing, and there was a whole pentagram on the floor. I don't think this is it. I gotta find it. So this is this is what children are playing. Look at this one. This one is called God's Will. And look at the image. Like, oh, survive Billy the Killer. And this is supposed to be a platform for children to create games for themselves, and this is what these cycles is creating for children. And look at this. I'm not even gonna say what that looks like, but coming out of the toilet. Like why and here it is. Children are just coming on this, trying to play and have fun, but yet they like these weird images and satanic stuff is coming up. I want to find. I don't know if there's how you do the search history or game history. But I don't remember which game he was playing. There was a satanic pentagram on the floor, and I couldn't believe it. And we had to delete the game. So he'll never be playing this again. I wonder if it's this. So brothers and sisters, y'all gotta be watching y'all children when they're playing these games. Y'all hear the screams? Like why is this a game for children? I don't even know what's going on. Do y'all hear the screams? I don't know if this game is frozen, but I can't move around. Okay.
SCP-096 contained successfully by Foxtrot Unit 2. SCP-106 contained successfully by Foxtrot Unit 1. SCP-939 specimens 1.
So this is what children are playing for hours and hours on end. So if you have a child that's always on Roblox, this is what they're doing.
Remember, security is the biggest step in life.
And you could just go into certain rooms.
You are not a doctor.
Look at this. Are you kidding me?
A tissue, we all fall down.
Nah, this is crazy. So somebody is so a weirdo is obviously creating these servers for children to come in and just be weirded out. And there's so much rooms that you could look. There's multiple rooms to go into, and it brings you somewhere else. So who's to say if your child explores these rooms long enough? There's a flashlight. Right? If your child explored these rooms long enough, they'll be able to go into a server or into a room with some weird, creepy, explicit stuff. But yeah, guys, I think I had enough of this. But I really wish I took down the server that my son was playing, where there was a whole satanic pentagram on the floor. I don't know which game it was. I didn't write it down. But let me see. Let me see if it shows his recent games. It got to be one of these, because I think these are the games that he was playing recently. And these are the games that are being suggested to children under the age of 13, right? I want to find a squid game with guns. I don't understand why would you put this for children? I believe it's probably. I'm gonna try one more server. Let's see. Next bot invasion. Survive. Look at this. Don't this look like something out of a horror movie? This is weird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, I guess it's something where you gotta chase each other and kill each other. Here it goes. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Y'all see this on the floor? Y'all don't see this on the floor? Y'all see that, right? I can't even see it. I don't even know what's going on. Did y'all see that pentagram on the floor? Right here. Look at this. This is what children is playing. Look at this. And it's supposed to be for children. So I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. But I just wanted to show y'all. This is what children are playing. I don't even know where that room was at.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
What?
Put in the hours and take what's ours.
I don't know what was going on. I don't know what that was. But it was horrible. Also, I guess you have to run away from the rock's head. Okay. But y'all seen that pentagram on the floor. I'm gonna try to show it to you guys one more time to show you that I'm not crazy. This is what's going on. Look at this thing. And mind you, this is not the only room that I've seen this in. A satanic pentagram, like as a seance going on. All right, we're done with this. I don't think I gotta show it anymore. You guys get the point. You guys get the point of what's going on, right? This is what Satan is using to gain our children. All it is images, but guess what? You just putting these images out there, and these little kids, they don't know what that thing, that circle with the star in the floor is. But what do you think is doing though? It's leaving a lasting impression in their mind, and they're never gonna forget that image. And when they get older, they're gonna probably look up that what that image was, and then it would lead them into the occult. And here it is, you think you're raising a God-fearing child, and out of nowhere they just satanic. You see them wearing black clothes and painting their fingernails black and dyeing their hair color. Like, yo, where you got this? I didn't teach you this. Yeah, Roblox taught them that. The video games taught them that. Social media taught them that. And that's how Satan is recruiting the next generation. Same thing he did with Eve, but he's doing it with everything. Yo, back when we was growing up, when video games was just real simple, like Super NES or Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, we didn't have to worry, or our parents didn't have to worry about satanic images being placed in video games. Because I'm pretty sure back then the developers and the Game Boy, we also had Game Boy, right? I'm pretty sure that the developers of old, they had a conscience. They had a moral conscience. Now there's no morality. When Albert Pike said towards the end of this thing, they're gonna release the nihilists, the non-believers, the Satanists, and unroll their true God to the society, we're actually living through it now. We're seeing it real time. So parents, be very careful on what your children are doing. Don't just give them the tablet. And I understand sometimes, it's easy to just give them the tablet and let them play. But you got to check to see what they're playing. If I hear anything that's crazy, I'll be turning like, yo, what? Because I know what video games is supposed to sound like. I shouldn't be hearing weird, demented screams in a video game. That's weird. I turn and I look and I see a pentagram on the floor while it's going, and he don't know what that is. He's just exploring the world in the server. And there's evil, there's the satanic images all over the place. Come on. Hold on, let me see this. Let's see. Let me see if that joint still is a server. Look at, oh, matter of fact, they still have it up here. I gotta go back to this. I gotta show y'all. They still have this. The Satanic Church. And in a child's game, y'all. Y'all seeing this? The Satanic Church in a child's game. What is this? Divine Silly Severed? And look at this. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all see this? Church of Satan in Roblox. This is insane. I'm really just like, I'm blown. I'm shocked that stuff like this exists. Content deleted. Oh, so they deleted it. Has it been deleted? No, it hasn't. Look at this. Somebody really came in here and created this, y'all. And can you imagine your child just stumbles upon this? And they're just walking around in this weird, creepy thing? And they think it's just a game. But it's not. Oh, a Satanist really created this. So I don't know what's going on. My character is stuck. Alright, I'm out of here. I just wanted to see if that stuff was still in here. But apparently it still is. World of Sorcery. They got 2 Church of Satans in this thing. They got 2 Church of Satans in this thing. I'm not making this stuff up. I wouldn't do that to y'all. So if that wasn't if that's not an issue, hold on. Let me show y'all this. I not just recently seen this on Google. After School Club. Look at this. Let's look at this together. So I'm telling you, Satan is using every tool to get at your children and to get at us, to get at our teens. And he's using the same tactic that he used with Eve. I'm just gonna put it in front of your face. And then you're gonna come running for more information. The same thing he did to Eve. And this was 14 hours ago. I seen this yesterday. Planned after school Satan club sparks controversy in Tennessee. Look at this. Satan is not playing. The Satanic Temple after school club. Satan was never playing with y'all. See, Memphis. An after-school Satan club plans to begin offering activities to children at a Tennessee elementary school following Christmas break. So I wonder if the parents that bring their kids to this school had anything to say. Did they have a say? Officials said, and the move immediately proved controversial. The Satanic Temple plans to host the club at Chimney Rock Elementary School in Cordova, news outlets reported. It will begin meeting on January 10th in the school's library and run through the spring semester, according to an announcement Tuesday posted on social media. Look at this. And they use these smaller cities to roll out these agendas to see if it goes smoothly in these smaller cities, then they start rolling it out in bigger cities. Trust me, they're gonna try to bring these same after school programs to a city near you. Watch. You see that? And it's being rolled out without the parents' approval. I don't even know if they even asked the parents to vote. They're just doing this. And this is clearly showing you and showing us the time that we're in. It's showing us. It's showing us that they have an agenda. And now they're rolling it out to the public eye so everybody could see it. You cannot believe it if you want. But this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. Let me get this. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. And share this with your friends and family, man, because like I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. Okay? Like, they was never playing fair. And now they're doing it under the cover of children's games, yo. And I don't think that's fair. There's weirdos out here who's creating these games for our children. Right? Let me see. I wanted to get this. But yeah, brothers and sisters, continue to hit that like button. I really appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to open up the lines, and I want to talk about this real quick with y'all, if you guys have the time. But there's something that I wanted to pull up. I wanted to read. Oh, see, yeah, I was there. 94. Okay. So I'm sorry, wrong screen. Psalms 94:16, and it reads, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? And who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?" That's the question that the Most High asked. Who's going to stand up and say something? And that's the thing. And I believe that what they do is they push a little bit. They push a little to see how much they can take. And if they see no pushback, if they see no resistance, they just unroll the whole thing. Because I'm pretty sure nobody pushed back when this came to their school, to that school over there, where it's full blown, in full operation now, and they said it's gonna be operating January 10th in this school as an after school program, Where were the parents? Where's the matter of fact? Here's a better question. Where's the Christians? Where are y'all? Why aren't y'all standing up against evil? Where are the Christians? So you're gonna tell me in this town there's absolutely no Christians to say, you know what? Nah, we gotta put an end to this. There was no Christians nowhere to be like, yo, you know what? We gotta put an end to this. We're not allowing Satan to be in our schools. And this is exactly what Albert Pike was talking about. He said, and I believe he said it in his thesis, and the people disillusioned by Christianity will lose all hope. And we could actually see that where regular Christians nowadays don't have the will or don't have the power to stand up against evil. Because they're finding out that everything that they were taught was a lie. They're finding out what they was following, what they was believing, it's not even true. Because their pastor can't even back it up and can't even prove it through scripture. So here we are. Brothers and sisters, we gotta guard the windows of our soul. Last scripture I'm going to read before I open up the lines. I'm going to 1 John. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys are all right. So, all right. I'm in the book of 1 John chapter 2. Last scripture. And it reads, chapter 2, verse 14, and it reads, I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of God abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. See? The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, windows to your soul, and the pride of life. Prideful, lovers of yourself. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. So we got to strive more so to do the will of the Father and not allow Satanists, pedophiles, all these others influence our children, man. They listen. And it is scary because it feels like they're gaining more speed. I feel like they're gaining more like more ground. It was never like this when we was growing up, man. It was never to the point where you gotta really monitor everything. Like we knew evil was out there, but it wasn't just in your face. Now we're living in a time where evil is just in your face, and it's like, yo, they're looking at us like, yo, what are you gonna do about it? And they're and through that they're converting our children right underneath our noses, man. Understanding that our children and these teenagers, they're so impressionable. They don't even use reason. They think it's cool. And they're snatching our children right from under us. Because why? They're just like Eve. They was naive. They're naive. They're gullible. This is exactly what they're doing, man. But once again, welcome back. Or what? Not welcome back, but you know, if this is your first time, welcome to the Born of Levi Experience. I'm your host, Deacon Hazak. Right? Excuse me. Get this out of the way. Right? I hope you all are having a good time. Thank you all for hitting that like button and for allowing me to go through this process with you. I hope you guys learned something today and seen something, or I hope this was eye-opening for you guys, especially for you guys who have children and just trying to do the right thing. Right? I'm gonna be putting the link in the description, right? Not in the description, but in the what's going on right now? In the chat. So bear with me while I get that, so I could open up the lines and we can have a conversation. Give me 1 second. There's so much gibberish on this thing. All right, I got it right here. Delete this. Delete this. All right. Yeah, brothers and sisters. You know, like I said, I just want to open up the lines, and maybe if you guys could share with me what you guys have been seeing with your children. Right? If you notice that your children are going into certain games, or certain things, they're watching certain things, or even if you notice certain things that you've been allowing yourself to see. I'm telling you, Satan don't play fair. He don't play fair at all. He don't care. He's gonna sell you any way he can. Pin the message. So the message is now pinned to the chat if you would like to join in for a conversation. If not, it's okay, because I feel like the stream was, you know, the broadcast was good, very informative, and I pray that we all learned something. I really pray that we all learned something. We was able to understand what's against us, man. Don't let the lust of this world and the lust of your flesh and the pride of life and your eyes and all of this stuff make you feel or you know, entice you and make you and not just make it and discourages you and make you fall to what's called peer pressure. Right? So once again, brothers and sisters, the link is in. The link is in. It's in the chat. So I got my first guest in right now. My man Christopher from Coruscant, the islands. After this, I got Chris Orr. Then I have Odyssey Rig. No, I have Odyssey Riggs first, then Chris Orr. So Christopher, you have to connect your audio. It says his audio is connecting. And I'm trying to get you to get it. All right, so let me get this person in first. You got to unmute yourself, Christopher.
Shalom, Deacon. Can you hear me?
Shalom, I hear you loud and clear. What's going on, brother? Speak to me.
Wow, Deacon, I have no words about the Roblox right there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I listen. If I didn't look over at my son's tablet and seen or heard those sounds, and I would have never known. It was only by the grace of the Most High that allowed me to see that.
And yeah, Deacon, I mean, they are not hiding it anymore.
No.
At least at that time when I was little, they hiding it, but right now they're not hiding right now. In movies, video games, none of that. Right now it's all in our faces.
Mm-hmm.
For example, not only in video games, the kids like to go to those apps. For example, the Omegle ones.
Mm-hmm. The what? You said the what? The what ones?
Those apps it's called it's a platform. It's called Omegle, where you can go talk to random people you don't know in camera.
Omegle.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Omegle. How you spell that?
It's OMJLE.
OMJLE.
Uh-huh.
OMJLE. Oh no. Okay. Omegle.
Uh-huh. Did you find it?
No, this is something else. I don't know. Wait, how, spell it again? I'm bugging.
It's
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's OMJLA.
Omegle app? I don't know.
For example, you can find it in YouTube. It's on YouTube. For example, you can also find it in YouTube. For example, the people do pranks on Omegle. You can find it also too. But one I can say, when you go into the app, you can talk to random people you don't know on camera.
Oh, I see it right here. Omegle. OMEGLE.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see it. Omegle video chat. Let me put it for y'all to see this joint too. So you got to create an account. Free webcam chat. Male or female. Wow. So this is a new app, right?
No, it's not new. I don't think it's not new. I don't think it's new.
It says right here the best thing you can do. Talk to strangers right now. Oh my goodness. This is the world we at.
Deacon, I'm telling you, I remember before I met the Jew in the church.
Mm-hmm.
My little sister was talking some random people, some kids. Okay, and then I know I say, okay, this is innocent. Just talking about the kids, but then I see some old people talking to my sister.
Older people.
Yes, Deacon, I'm telling you, old people and adult people. Deacon, I saw the old man say to my little sister, "Can you show me your tits?"
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, the private area.
Yeah.
And Deacon, I got so pissed off. I start cursing. Normally I don't curse, but I got so pissed off. I start cursing at that man, and I got so mad to my little sister. Delete that crap.
Yeah. How old is your little sister?
At that time, when she started the app, I think she was 14 or 13. Right now, she's 17 right now.
Okay. Well, praise the Most High. You seen that, because imagine if you didn't, man. Imagine if you didn't. So
not only that, and Deacon, about the video games.
Mm-hmm.
The video games are so rambling, I can say, so more wicked. For example, the famous game is called the Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that's a big one. Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
There's new coming out right now. There's new coming up right now.
Yeah, they got I think it's coming out in 2025. That's what they said. That's what they said.
And yes, and Deacon, before I go to, there's some information I have to tell you too.
Go ahead.
About the movies, because they also turn in the movies.
Which movies?
I saw a trailer. It's on trend. It's called Civil War.
Civil War?
Yes, sir. And in the trailer they show you in the series the second civil war. For example, Elder Rawchaa say about the illegal migrants in the cities, all that.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a war.
Yeah.
In the trailer they show there's war between the people in the cities in Texas and Chicago, all that.
Is that movie on Netflix?
I don't know, but I only saw the trailer.
The trailer, okay. All right, I'm gonna look into that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So I'm gonna put you back in the queue, my man Christopher. It's always great talking to you.
Shalom, Deacon.
All right. So my man Christopher. So now I got Odyssey Riggs here. If you could just unmute yourself. Odyssey Riggs.
Yes. Hello.
How you doing? Peace and blessings.
Shalom.
Shalom.
How y'all doing?
We all blessed, man. Blessed by the best. Where you calling from?
From Houston, Texas.
Houston's in the house. Let me clap it up for Houston. Hopefully one day I can make it out there. What's going on, sis? Talk to me.
Okay, so I'm 25. My mom has 4 kids. I'm the oldest, and I'm 25. And then my youngest brother, I don't have any kids, but I was like 12 when my mom had him. So she kind of like made me watch him a lot, you know?
Right.
So growing up, when me and my, because I'm 25 and then 24 and then 22, we were all like outside, like just a big group of us, like mobbing, just walking down the street, going to jump fence.
Right.
You know,
good
going
old days.
outside, touching some grass.
Right.
But I noticed the difference with my brother.
He's the youngest?
12. Huh?
He's the youngest? He's 12 right now?
He's 12 right now.
Okay.
So, like, the difference between when we were his age and the kids now, like, he never goes outside. And I'm like, that's so weird because, like I said, when me and my the older kids, we were always outside. Like, my mom never really let us watch TV and stuff like that. She was always saying, like, go outside, touch the grass, you know? And we were always like, we want to stay in the house and watch TV, you know? But that was just something she didn't allow. Plus, she was always like, you know, it's nothing but grown folks in this room, like, go outside, play with your friends, whatever. So I say all that to say, like, it's a really big difference, and it's really scary to see because that's all my brother plays is like Roblox, and he lives on TikTok day and night. He'll just sit up all night and watch TikTok scrolling. Instagram scrolling, and I'm like, I didn't even have a phone. I think I had a phone when I was like in middle school, like 7th grade. My mom got me the Nokia joint. Like, you couldn't, it wasn't no camera, no nothing. You could just text and call or whatever, and then like the minutes free after 9.
Right.
That's the type of phone I had.
I remember you just brought it back when you said minutes free after 9. I remember we used to wait till 9 o'clock for unlimited nights and weekends.
Fine.
Oh man, good old days. Now everything is unlimited, like everything.
Right.
But that's crazy because I noticed that a while. I've been noticing that for a while, that the new generation, like, yo, they're just on the tablet. Like, and I started realizing it with my kids. Like, when I'm watching them, they're watching other children play the same games or same toys that they have. I'm like, yo, what's up with that? It's like a big culture.
I live in an apartment complex. Sorry not to cut you off.
No, go
but
ahead.
I live in an apartment complex, and it's like multiple complexes. Like, one directly across the street is like, if you go down, it's like a subdivision of houses. Like, I don't see kids outside. Like, when I was that age, 12, like I said, we would be mobbing. We'd be somewhere at a park. You know what's so crazy? I would leave my house when I was a little kid, and on a bike, I'll be somewhere like 20 miles away on a bike. Right.
Far, exploring the city.
Right.
This new generation, they don't know nothing about that. We was the last generation of playing outside, playing manhunt, playing tag. You know what I mean?
Don't ditch and all that crazy stuff.
We the last generation. That this next generation, I really don't know what they're gonna do when these things do not exist. Like, I don't know.
It's scary.
It
when
is scary.
They started coming out with like new sayings, and I was listening to my brother play a game, like I was doing something. We were sitting in the room, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm on demon time," and I'm like, "Demon time?" I'm like, "Don't say stuff like that."
Yeah, he don't know.
I'm like, "Do not say stuff like." And my mom is not in the truth. She knows about the truth, but that's between her and the Most High what she decided to do with her walk. But as far as me, I'm in the truth. I've been in the truth since I was a teenager. So
all praise the Most High.
She's not in the truth, so she allows them to play that stuff, and I'm just like, Mom, like, you don't have like parental controls on like YouTube? He just watch YouTube, and it'll be cartoons, but they'll like be like cussing and just cussing and carrying on. I'm like, what are you listening to?
Yes.
What are you watching? Like, they'll be in group chats, and they'll be like just talking. I don't know like the names of the apps or whatever, but they be in whole like just group chats talking, playing the game, and I'm just like, and everybody just cussing, and none of them sound like they over 11 or 12.
It's a different time. It's a different time we living in. Real different time we living in, man, and it's crazy. And what I would suggest you do, just try to have a conversation with your younger brother, like just try to sit down with him.
Always try to influence him.
You know what I mean?
Look at like, just like I tell him, like, just read a couple scriptures every day. Just start off like, I know you're young and you really don't understand, but just start off young, start off light, and I try to tell them like, like Christmas, we're not supposed to celebrate Christmas, anything that is pagan and stuff like that. So he's been pretty receptive of, not getting into holidays and hell days and all that stuff.
Praise the Most
High. Like when he was like 8 and 9 and 10, he will always cry and stuff, and because he want to go trick-or-treating, or he want to celebrate Christmas, or he want to do Easter Sunday. And I would just tell him alongside, like, that's not right. Like, I would always tell him that it's not right, but like, I don't want to like overstep my boundaries because that's not my child.
Right.
But when he's around me and I'm watching him, I like turn on the lesson, have him listening to a lesson. We gonna clean something. We gonna go outside. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go on the walk. We gonna touch some grass. We riding bikes.
You know what you should also do, not to cut you off. Since Purim is coming around, you should that's when you should give him the gifts and introduce him to Purim, so he can know that there is a feast where we do, or a holy day where we do give gifts to each other, and explain to him, the meaning of Purim, but he could understand. You understand? You gotta meet him where he's at.
Right.
Like when I be reading the stories or scriptural stories to my sons, I paint them as, I always call them as superheroes, and I always say they have superpowers because they could relate to that, understanding. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just using how they use their mind.
Yeah, he's very advanced. He's not like an average 12-year-old. How we was 12, being like we was green. Like he having older siblings.
He's ahead of the curve.
Like it exposed him to a lot, and we tried to like shield him and not like if my brother's like doing something they ain't got no business doing, like they'll tell him to leave the room and stuff like that.
Right.
So we try to shield him from the world, but when we not around, we all grown in our 20s. What can we do while he at home? And my mom is a nurse and she works a lot of hours, so that plays a part in kids having too much free time on their hands, so they have time to explore, like you were saying. If you just sat and explored that game,
you probably would have you probably run into some weird joint.
Right. So that's just scary to see like clear differences. Like It's like just and like you were saying in the last brother, like they don't hide it anymore. Like a lot of stuff, I'm just like desensitized. Like I just be like, oh, whatever. Like I'm not even surprised. Like when I first came into truth, you know, the rabbit hole gets deep, and I used to always be like, oh my gosh, like they really do that. Like we were telling my brother, you know, like we're not supposed to eat McDonald's because of the stuff that they do to it, and he was just like, well, if they are doing that, why isn't the government shutting them down? And we're trying to explain to him in a way that he can understand, but he really isn't picking up on it. But I'll still do what I can when I see him.
Little by little. Little by little. That's how you got to do it.
Right.
Drop some
I don't
seeds
want
here and
to
there.
shove it down his throat and then he just be like, nah, like I don't even want to talk to you because you always saying something crazy or something.
Right.
You know, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand. I definitely get it because it becomes like a shock to their system. Like, yo, so what can I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what he asked. And he was like, well, if we can't do all of that, then what are we supposed to do? And I was just like, you know, we can listen to lessons. We can still read the Bible together. We can still go out and we can still go places, but, you know, we just can't do the things that they do when we see people eating they pepperoni pizza. We're getting cheese pizza and, you know, stuff like that, like little examples like that. So I'm still trying to work on them as much as I can because I don't want to be wrong. You know, I have to be the watchman since I'm the older sister.
Right, yeah.
Or whatever. So I feel that duty, but like I say, that's not my child. I can only do so much, but I still, you know, try to feed him what I can little by little so on a level that he can understand.
Con. That's excellent. And I applaud you for that and keep doing it. You never know. It's gonna go a long way. I'm telling you. They listen. They listening. Well, I appreciate
that's
you.
That's all I wanted to say.
Definitely thank you. I thank you for calling in. Greet the family out there for me in Houston. Praise the Most High. All right, I'm gonna put you back in the queue, sis.
All
right, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, man. It's definitely different with this new generation. Vanita says, "What happened to Skelly? Yo, man, y'all remember Skelly? Y'all remember playing Skelly? Oh man, I forgot. She just brought it back. She said, "What happened to Skelly? Hot peas and butter. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry." She said, I never see girls jump roping. Nah, you don't. Right? Yo, that's crazy. What else we got here? I just lost my place. Let me get my place back. Al says, Khan, kids don't jump rope or play cops and robbers, manhunt, or hide and seek anymore. Yo, you don't see none of that stuff anymore, man. You don't see any of that. Double Dutch, handball. Yeah, look. Just, playing flag football or just regular touch football. We used to play football on concrete. Listen, we would get it in. It don't matter. We'll get it in. We would definitely get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter where we was at. I forgot handball. And I'll be driving back. I'll be driving past the parks. I don't be seeing nobody playing pickup basketball. Nobody running games like that, like we used to. It's crazy. Yeah, it used to be a gang of us. C. Forrester says, or ride bikes for fun. I remember it used to be like 15 of us just riding around for no reason. Like I told you, I'll leave my house and I'll be in another city or another borough on a bike. My parents wouldn't even know where I was at. I'm just riding, exploring. It's crazy. Dodgeball. Yo, listen, it was a lot. I had somebody else on the queue. You gotta connect your I had Chris Orr. He probably came off. Now Rawchaa says throw up tackle was my favorite. No gear, in the mud, playing sloppy Joe. Oh man, listen, yo, those are the good old days, man. We got to hold on to these memories, man, because listen, this new generation, they're not gonna know what this is about, man. We got you know what it is? We might have to just take them outside and just show them. Like, close all tablets, close all phones for the day, and then we take you outside. Let me show you how to play hopscotch. Right? Matter of fact, let me show you how to jump rope. I wonder if these new younger sisters can know how to jump rope. I'm about to ask that question when I get back to the Shabbat. But Chris Orr, what's going on, Ak?
Shalom.
Shalom,
D.
Shalom, how's everything?
Oh, pretty good. It's crazy because now that you're talking about that, I'm on the way to see my children, and they've been playing Roblox. I've been buying Roblox.
Robux?
Cards.
Yeah.
Yes, Roblox.
You know what they could do with them Robux?
Right. I'm sitting like playing. And it's nothing but the Holy Spirit that's bringing us out now. So, because I always tell my children like this, Daddy will reward you guys if y'all call me so I can pray with y'all. And I gave it to my 8-year-old son. I got it's 3 of them. My daughter, she is 12. My other daughter, she's 10, and he's 8. So I told my older daughter, I said, listen, you make sure that Savion lead the prayer. You make sure you remind him, and you guys pray with each other. And I was going to reward them with Roblox, but now I got to go talk to them and ask them what games they're playing because they live with their mother.
Right.
Right. And it's crazy because when I seen that pentagram on the floor, I'm sitting like,
seen that?
I was like, yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah, bro. When I seen that, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I'm like, yo, why is this even in the game? Like, why did they allow this? But it's an open source platform where content creators can go and create rooms, and they don't filter it. You could be satanic, you could be of an alternative lifestyle, and you could create a server because that's what you like. But the thing is, children are playing these games. But yeah.
So I watched a video that Elder did a little while ago, and it was talking about how certain people, they go on social media and they look up kids, and then they have somebody to try to take the kids. So it's like and then you don't have. I was thinking like you don't even like what the sister was saying. You don't even have grandmothers on the porch no more watching the kids because of the drive-by shooting and the violence that's going on in the community.
Right.
So it's no type of like eyes that's watching the kids.
Hello?
And it's getting to the point where kids, I guess it's a fear factor for the parents to keep them inside instead of. That's the point of like getting to know your neighbors and getting the kids together so they can be out there together playing.
Right.
With cell phones they can call, and if something goes wrong, and have parents even have chaperones. We have to like start looking into the point of like chaperone the kids and making sure that taking the time out so they can go play. Because sitting in the house is going to create them to get to the point where they're going to be obese and and that type of measure. So yeah, it's right that you said that. Yeah, let the kids go out there and play.
Yeah, just let them go out and play. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, when like for us growing up, we didn't have access to like phones and tablet where we could just sit down somewhere and just engage in that. You know what I mean? It's either you had to have the TV on, and by that time, if you was watching the TV too long, your parents would have told you turn it off and go outside and play. Right? But now it's like, yo, there's no reason to go outside because all of the fun is right here in my hand. It's right here on this device, on the computer. It's right here. I don't need to go outside. And the thing is, everybody, and I believe if they had other kids outside, they looked out the window and they heard kids playing around, they would want to go out there. But every kid is doing the same thing. So it's like, what's the point of going outside and play? I'm gonna go outside and do what? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Yeah, it's different. But but one thing I could suggest is ask them what servers, and use those words. You got to use their words. Like, well, yo, what servers you guys are in? You guys notice anything crazy? Or what you could do is, like, I would stay there and I would watch the game, or, you know what I mean? Or some parents, like one of my ox, shout out to brother Randy. He actually plays the Roblox with his children. So to see, you know what I'm saying, if there's anything weird going on. So if you have the time, you could do that too. You know what I mean? Just to make sure. Yes, I just straight up deleted it from my 5-year-old because he's too young to even be playing that kind of stuff. Like my 9-year-old, I could talk to him because he listens and you know what I mean, and he knows. But even that still got to be monitored. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And that's what I'm gonna do, Deke. I'm on the way there now. I have a talk with them, and also, like, while he plays the game, they playing like worldly rap music. So I'm on the way there now to give Deacon Hazak, Hebrew Fresh, Tazawa,
yes, sir,
Kodam. I'm giving them everybody that's in the church. Aksham, Barzell. I'm giving them everybody to listen to. If you want to listen to rap music, this is the rap music you listen to.
Right. Praise the Most High, and also intercede. Also intercede for them. I know you already do that, but continue to keep them in prayer, man, and pray that the Most High hedges them and continue to hedge them because, you know, through your righteousness, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's very important. You gotta just conversate with them. Just make sure you always present, man. And I can hear that you already doing that. Praise the Most High for that.
Yes, sir. Water.
My brother. All right, yo, thank you for your call, man. Yo, we gonna get up definitely, man. It's always great hearing you.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yes, sir. Water.
All right. I'm gonna put you back in the queue. All right. Yeah, man. Listen, man. You see, look, through the spirit, my aunt was going to check his children, and they be on that Roblox. And look, he had no clue. He had no clue. And the thing is, I didn't have no clue either. I didn't know this was going on. This is why we gotta be on top of our children. We cannot allow these devices and people outside of us to parent our children. It's not their job to do it. It's our job. Right? I seen a video the other day too where a teacher called a kid's parent and was telling the parent, like, yo, you know, you gotta do something about your kid. You know, he's not behaving well in school. And then she's like, well, can't the mom was like, well, can't you do something about it? What? She's not the mother. She's the teacher. So even some parents need some help. Sadakwa, I hope I said it right, says many of the children nowadays are antisocial and on the playground. That's crazy. How you antisocial in the playground? There's other kids playing. So y'all went to the park to play by yourself? It's crazy. Are antisocial on the playground, and they do not know how to communicate in person. That's sad. As a child, we would walk around Brooklyn all summer day long. Yo, listen, I remember those days. Right? What else we got here? There was something else I wanted to read, but it keeps on scrolling so fast. I can't find it now. Okay, yeah, right here. Tashea Summer says, take away the tablets and teach them the good stuff. Yeah, we got to try as best as we can. Estrotic. I'm bad with these things. I do sorry. It says, I helped coach double dutch teams at school. That's good. Within weeks, they were pros. Praise the Most High. At least somebody is keeping the old traditions alive. You know what I mean? Akmalak says Bigo is a or Bigo or Bigo is a live streaming platform. Most people be insane on it. Listen, like they were like, even from when we was younger, there was these weird chatting sites and dating sites. It's never gonna end. Right, so we gotta bring back a lot of these cultures, a lot of these activities. We gotta teach them. I seen somebody write that we should make a national outside day. Like, I think we should, man. Cause like, listen, man, our children, I don't like me. My fear was always having my children grow up weird. I never wanted my children to grow up weird. Like, but you know, it's just a different, I don't know, it's like a different generation, and the culture is completely different. Satan really did a number on this generation, man. Like this technology, I'm not gonna just blame it all on technology, because as parents, you know, we should have a say, you know what I mean, on what our children do. But you know, I get it. You know, we could be so bombarded with work and trying to get things done, just having time to just sit down and pay bills, and it's like no real time for parenting sometimes. But you, like, brothers and sisters, I'm telling y'all have to find the time, and you know, you want to make sure, and I think I said this before, you want to make sure, especially on the Sabbaths, like when the Sabbath is rolling in, and you know, the sun is down Friday night, you want to make sure you set out some time, at least an hour, sit down with your children and read the Bible to them, teach them, and conversate with them, and get their minds flowing, because they'll end up just knowing secular stuff and no biblical stuff if we don't take the time to instill it in them. Because if you look at it, just bringing them with us to the Shabbat, they're not listening. Some of them, they're not really listening to the lessons. It's nothing really engaging for the children when we go to service. Some of them is just there just to see their friends and run around and play, all that stuff, and forget about the teenagers. Right? Who knows what's going on through their minds? So we got to find time. We got to find ways to make this engaging for them. Right? And, you know, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to comments, like, you know, or, you know, whatever you guys have in mind, whatever you guys actually do with your children or with the youth at your location, you know, share it. You know what I mean? So we could all be on one accord. Reek Judah says, the boys were daredevils in my neighborhood, growing up doing flips off the front and back porches. Yo, I remember, listen, and always having competitions on who's better at anything, especially racing. I remember growing up that the way we used to settle disputes was through a race. I don't care what you got to say. If you think I'm lying, you think I'm wrong, all right, so race me then. Race me. And if you lost that race, you was lying, or you didn't have the answers. I remember those days. Yo, Reek Judah, you just brought it back, man. You just brought it back with that. You just brought it back with that. Yo, that used to be my number one phrase. Yo, race me then. Y'all remember that, man. Oh my goodness. Dang, bro. Oh man. Listen, man. Listen, and this is why we here, man. We gotta be the ones to show them, because the generation before us, they showed us. So we gotta show them, man, because like we losing them. Yo, the good old days, man. Yo, race me. I forgot about that joint. I forgot about that joint. But listen, man, we gotta pray for our children. We gotta pray just have the Most High keep them in prayer. Hold on, we got somebody calling in right now. Jamil's iPhone. You can unmute yourself. Jamil's. If you can, you can just unmute yourself. If you're ready to speak. Going once, going twice. You're in the queue. All you gotta do is just unmute your phone. Once or twice. Right? Alright, so I'll admit this person while you figure it out. I got Ree coming in. Man, once again, thank you guys for coming in. Hitting that like button, sharing the content, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed this show. All right, I got Ree in. I see you connecting your audio. Right? Praise the Most High. Ree, you got to unmute yourself now if you're ready to speak. Let me see.
Shalom, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you. Shalom. What's going on? What's your name?
My name is Ree.
Ree? Oh, it's regular Ree. Okay. Shalom. Where you calling from?
From Detroit.
Detroit's in the house. What's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, I was calling. I tried to get it on my computer, but it wouldn't go in. I had to go in on my phone. So with the Roblox thing, I remember, the kids, my grandkids used to play on it. I'm young with old grandkids.
Right. That's good. That's a blessing.
Yeah, but my son, he is about the same age as my granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
We're all a couple years under her, so that's just how it's doing though. So anyway, the bottom line is he would play Roblox sometimes as well, but I never gave the books. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not going to spend no money on that crap. Y'all crazy. If it's free, I'll play for free. If not, and then we ain't doing it. But when my child, when he started getting a little too addicted to playing, not just Roblox, just any device. I like, you know what? Let's ixnay on that. We're not even doing that no more. So bottom line is, my children now, I have a 13-year-old and a 5-year-old. Okay. Neither one of them don't even use tablets. Yeah.
So you don't give them the tablet at all.
No, right. No devices like that at all. Yeah. And screen time is educational only. And then when we're doing like entertainment, we do it together. It's always some kind of family cartoon movie or something that's interesting for the children and we can laugh at together and stuff like that. And of course we do all the lessons. That's why we're here tonight,
Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Yes.
So the bottom line is, I do try to make sure I do control what my children are eating. It has visually and all, Yeah, what's in their spirit, their soul, their mind, everything, and that's very important to me. It always has been.
Right. And that's great that you're doing that, because like I said, some parents will get caught up in just everyday life and they just find it easy, like go to the tablet, go upstairs, go do something, you know what I mean? So,
exactly, like just go sit down while I do this, whatever, right? The girl, the 5-year-old, she is always helping me in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning, doing everything we do. Beautiful. And they're both homeschooled, so
that's even beautiful. Yes,
they go outside for PE. You have to go in the backyard to play on the swing set. You got to go ride your little scooter or something. You got to do something to move your body. So outdoor activity is a must.
And let me also ask you, what do you do for them for the social aspect, being that they homeschool?
Oh, well, we have children at school, I mean, at church, I'm sorry, who we deal with, as well as, some of the neighboring kids, not very many of the neighboring kids, because I'm protective, so,
Gotta be, yeah. You have to.
so
No,
I want
seriously.
to,
Yeah.
socialize or whatever, but it's not just a willy nilly, you go have fun.
Right.
I need to see you. If I can't see you, then you shouldn't be, there, because I don't trust the neighboring adults. It's not that the children are going to do what the children are going to do, but if you got parents, the parents nowadays are different.
Yeah.
They don't want their children to be right. So I'm not going to allow my child just to be free with your free child.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And so another thing, when you had brought up about the Satanic Church of Satan or whatever doing their after school
program, yeah.
There was pushback some years ago when they first brought it out, because I used to do the Good News Club's after school program for the Christian faith.
Okay.
And so I remember we had got letters and things of the sort saying that they are trying to push for Satan, the club, to come to the schools. And we were like,
in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. And that was because it was actually brought to our attention because it was not world, but countrywide throughout the United States of America, because Good News Club is everywhere throughout the country. We have a lot of the states that they used to do it in.
So you saying that they did send out a notification to the parents?
Yeah, they sent out a notification. No, I don't know. No, I can't say that about the parents or anything like that. But what I can say is that the Christian community did push back, and they did go to court, and the court was saying that freedom of speech. Not speech, freedom of religion. We cannot go against them having a a Satanic club, after school program because of freedom of religion.
Yo, you see this? Oh man. So they were still allowed to still have that after school program.
So I don't know of any of them that actually happened here in the city of Detroit, but I know that it was brought to our attention that they are out here, because I know they do also have a Church of Satan downtown somewhere. With that thing, that goat head, hermaphrodite thing, right out front of their building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're everywhere, and they are trying to do the after school program. But I don't know. I'm not certain if they're actually doing it here. Yeah.
Wow. But it looks like what town was that? Was it Missouri? That's happening in from this article. It's right now.
Because I know one of the states who was fighting really hard was Tennessee. They were really trying hard to get into Tennessee schools, and they were saying no.
Well, this is Tennessee.
Okay, see, there it is. So they pushed hard enough and fought back, and they said, no, we're going to go in there.
Because this article came out 15 hours ago.
Oh, so they fought it.
Yeah,
when I was doing the Good News Clubs, that was back in 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19.
Wow. And look,
they were fighting since, I think it started back in,
and they didn't give up.
It was back in like the 16 or 15, something, 2000, it was years ago.
Wow. And they did not give up. You see that?
Yeah, they fought. And they going in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this one just passed. This one in Tennessee, they're gonna be operating starting January 10th.
That's horrible. So there's no telling where else they're gonna be pretty soon.
Listen, I'm telling you, they'll do it in these minor cities, these smaller cities first. Then they're gonna start hitting the major cities like L.A., New York.
Right. They're gonna pick up big.
It's gonna gain steam. It's like a snowball going down the hill and just getting bigger and bigger. So
well, we know it's in times.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. This is where we at. So, it's our job to get in front of it with our children and let them know, we not with that.
That's right.
So praise them.
That's right. And I remember you had you would mention how your son says Christmas is evil.
Yeah.
So my 5-year-old, she still tells people when she see Christmas decorations or people talking about Christmas or something like that. She said that's pagan. You're not supposed to celebrate pagan holidays.
Yo, that's the beauty about children. They're so brutally honest. Like they'll just say it and like, cause like that's what they know. But,
that's exactly what they do. Yes, they do.
They do that. They do that.
Because I know 4th of July passed. Our neighbors next door, little girl, she's like 2 years older than my daughter, but they about the same size.
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting ready for their little 4th of July celebration. And she was like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You can't, your parents are not supposed to do that.
Wow.
Like,
you see?
Tell them that, sweetheart.
Tell,
she said, but it's the truth, though. It's true.
Right. Yeah. They can't distinguish how to say it properly. But yeah, that's
exactly.
why I started having the conversation with my 9-year-old to let him know, like, yo, if somebody comes to you and tell you Merry Christmas, because they do that all the time, just say bless you, have a blessed day.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna have to have her do that so she can be a little more subtle, not so harsh.
Yeah, not so harsh, because they were like, what the heck? But praise the
you
Most
think
High.
Better than us?
Yeah, that's exactly how they would take it. Like, what? Praise the Most High. But Sister Rhea, I really appreciate your call. Detroit is in the building, right?
Yeah.
And continue doing what you're doing with them children. Continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. And you have a blessed night, sir.
You do the same. All right, Sister Rhea. There was somebody else in the queue, but they must have dropped off. But man, listen. This was a great show, a very, very, very great and informative show. Maybe one of these days, I want to do it. Like it's been in my spirit to do that. Just want to do a show where I just have the link out all day and we just conversate, because there's so much that we could all talk about, so much ideas that we could share, so much things that we could bring forth to the table to heal our nation and to make it better for the next generation, because we have the tools, we have the answers, man. The kingdom of heaven cometh not by observation, for the kingdom of heaven is within us. So we the kingdom, man, and we got to make this kingdom what we believe it to be. And the Most High, He's gonna give us the tools and the ingenuity to do so. And with that being said, too, like. If there's like a game developer or a app developer in the body, please hit me up. Reach out to me, send me an email, hit me up on Instagram, and let's try to create a game, a positive game for our children, man. They don't gotta be playing Roblox, or you could create your own server on Roblox and just have your children playing that server. So if there's any game developers as a part of the church, or who probably could be watching this, reach out to me, man, and let's make this happen, man. Let's create things for our children. And listen, I'm telling you, there's a lot of talent with the younger generation that we overlook. And there's a project that I don't want to say too much, but I'll just say it because y'all my friends, right? Yeah, I'm only telling y'all. There's a project that I'm working on with some of the younger brothers in my church, and I can't wait to it's out there, so you guys could be able to enjoy it too. But we're actually doing it for our children, for our youth, for us, for our own entertainment. We could be our own entertainers. We don't need them as entertainers. We don't need them to provide anything for us. We got it. We could do it ourselves. And I'm telling you, once this thing is rolled out, you guys will know, and you guys will, and listen, it's gonna be for the body to enjoy, not for the. I mean, yeah, the world could watch it too, but we making this for y'all, right? So I can't wait till it's done. Listen, man, and we need more creators in the body. That's what we need. We need to start creating more avenues for our more outlets for our children to be able to be engaged in a safe spiritual environment. That's what we need. We can't allow these Satanists and these people with alternate lifestyles of living have control over what our children are watching and playing. It's not fair. But they're not playing a fair game. So guess what, y'all? We got to play the same way they playing on the righteous side, though. As hard as they going for Satan, that's how hard we got to go for the Most High when it comes to our children. We can't let these people rule over our children. We got plenty of examples in the scriptures of our forefathers fighting back when the heathen tried to come in and destroy our people, destroy our children, destroy our nation. Maccabees, right? David, Nehemiah, Joshua. We got plenty of stories of the younger generation in the scriptures fighting back and standing up against evil. So why can't we? We could, right? And listen, I know the Most High is gonna make a way. There's no doubt in my mind. I know the Most High is gonna make a way. So, like I said, if there's any app developers, any gamer developers, whatever it is, any cartoon developers, reach out to me, man. Let's make this thing happen and let's push this agenda for our children, for our kids, man. It's time we start acting like a kingdom. What good is all of our gifts and talents if we don't bring it forth? We just using it for ourselves. What good is it? The gift that the Most High gave you is not just for you, it's to benefit someone else. Right? It's to benefit someone else. And this is going to be the last call of the night. Got my sister Danita on. You can unmute yourself, sis.
Shalom, Officer Hazard.
Shalom. What's going on, sis?
Deacon Hazard. Shalom, family. I was just sitting here listening to you, and this is a conversation. Actually, my family has had, well, I know that we talked about having, righteous things for our people. See, and by this Babylon falling the way it's falling, we had to protect not just our minds and our eyes and our children, but everything around us is unrighteous right now.
Yeah.
So, when everybody else is talking about going to lounges and all that stuff, we need to be in support of each other that's having festivals. We need to be in support of, like you said, gamers and, giving our children something, bring back that righteousness that we had growing up and the good in the earth, because everything's all evil and provocative and it's just done away with. We know what's going on. But if those out there that have these ideas, and that's one thing I said instead of us going to their Disneylands and all that, let's make our own parks.
I like that. Our own theme park.
Our own, field days for our kids. Let's have our own ideas and our own Roblox and our own. It don't have to be Roblox, but it could be anything that we know how to have fun.
Right.
We've been doing it for a long time. We know how to have righteous fun, and we know how to build programs and do things with our kids. Have our own rec centers.
Right.
We can, take our kids doing, throughout the year. They can go to a rec center and have fun, righteously.
Right.
And so that they don't fall victim to the evils that's happening out here. We can have our own, balls like Elder Rawchaa did. He had the brothers dress up and be righteous.
Right.
We can have our own glamour balls and things that each body doing and come out and represent and donate. No, we can do our own thing.
We can. Yeah. I believe so.
We already set apart, so we might as well do it righteously.
If we're gonna
go all the way, I say go all the way.
Yep. Yeah. And like I said, man, we have it in us. We just gotta bring it out. We just gotta bring it out.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to bring it out. We gotta let our light so shine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We gotta let our light so shine. We have to show them how, you know, just like they said, they going hard now. We need to be going hard for the Most High.
Going hard for the Most High, yeah. The same way they going hard, we could do it. We could do the same thing.
We can do the same thing
because they not because they not sleeping, and they not missing it. Like they creating whole video games with the Church of Satan.
That's what I'm saying.
It's well thought out too,
and it's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of letting our children just, oh, we can't do nothing. If you have a skill, that's why I tell people, master your skills.
Mm-hmm.
They got programs. It's everything out here now. It's every resource you can think of. If you good at something, master your skills,
right,
and build upon it. Put that towards the kingdom,
God,
and for God's people. Instead of us just sitting back, well, I can't do it, or this. Master your skills. It's something out here for everybody.
God.
It's like you talked about. I know Sister Shirley does plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I even thought about us having a G.O.C.C. cathedral play, our own world stage,
right?
And we can do our own sight and sounds,
and we sell it out.
We've been doing it for the Passover, so why not?
Right. I like. Yeah, listen, we could do it.
We can do it.
Yeah, all it's gonna take is one person to just stand up and just do it, and then everybody gonna follow along. That's just how it is.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I yield with that, bro.
Well, I appreciate you calling.
And as always,
yeah,
great show.
All praise be to the Most High. Always great when you call in, sis. All right, so Shalom. So that was it with the calls. That was the last call of the night, man. And it was definitely a great show. Definitely a great show. I appreciate you guys for coming in, for being interactive. What you guys are saying on the chat. Oh, how am I now seeing this? My Al says we gotta have kingdom blocks. Instead of Roblox, we would have kingdom blocks. That's what I'm talking about. We need that. So like I said, man, if you are a developer, a creator, hit me up, man, and let's put this thing together for our people. So I'm gonna end it off with this song, and then that's the show, man. Appreciate you guys for coming out. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great Shabbat. Make sure you guys get some rest, right? And remember, just have conversations with your children. See where their mind is at. See what they think. See how far along they are in this truth or what they believe in, right? So with that being said, Shalom, peace and blessings, my brothers and sisters. I love you all. Continue to stay prayed up, right? Because why? We got to make sure we're all covered.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood.
Make sure your family's under the blood. Yeshua's blood, that is. So praise the Most High. Shalom. Love you guys. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Singing this song the way I seen the scriptures, it was talking about me. I pray my brothers and my sisters could see. I said I'm talking about Jerusalem. She's the mother of us all. Carried us to Babylon, I'm singing this song. The way I seen the scriptures, it was talking about me. I pray my brothers and my sisters could see. I said I'm talking about Jerusalem.
My heart is in the motherland. Truly know if I can't accomplish it, one of my brothers can. All glory to the Most High. Lips don't praise nothing other than. Spirit give me utterance. Can't expect them to understand. Laws and statutes are only government. Captivity over. Bounce back like a rubber band. Grateful the Father gave us another chance. Christ laid down his life for us to live. What a friend. Took out the land for the sins that we paid for. They burnt the temple in the city we prayed toward. Jerusalem, city of peace, Messiah is ruling them. Oh Israel, the Lord God is one. It can't be two of them. Trying to put forth an effort. Oh, a higher mercy, it can't be measured. Israel number like the sand. We be led back to the land through a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
She's the mother of us all. They carried us to Babylon, I'm singing this song. The way I seen the scriptures, it was